No, it's recorded.
Okay, recorded. Okay, hi, my name is Michaela.
I'm Grace.
I'm Sierra.
And our question that we surveyed or researched was, do you think people are more or less polite today than they were back in the past? So, let's see, we interviewed like 25-ish people, and 18 of them said less.
Which does not match the central limit theorem.
And 3 said...
There's not a population of 30 over, so it's therefore not
3
normal.
3 said more polite, and then 1 said like they thought it was the same. And honestly, I am not surprised because in my opinion, I'm on the less side too, because I think people are more like, they think about themselves more than they think about other people.
We've also had, here's a response, we've also texted out some people. There's some like really interesting responses that we've had. For instance, Tristan, he said that people are more polite. He thinks that people are less polite in the north and more polite in the south.
Which I totally agree with, because every time I'm down south, I just want to bring them home with me, because they're so nice down there. Sarah, do you have anything you want to say?
I also liked one person's opinion. They said that it also like depends on the situation. Like some people are more polite in some situations and some are less. Like I don't like when people are less polite to their families because I feel like those are the people you should be more polite to.
Definitely.
Then again, no. Because you're more comfortable with them, so that makes you less polite. But another thing to also think about is how like society and our culture has changed, which has made us less polite. We live in a really fast-paced. Hi, car. We live in a really fast pace and fast pace with different moral society. Everything's more open and more things are accepted nowadays. So therefore, people who lived back in the days like the 1950s or 40s may see it as more rude to be as open as we are today because that's what they're living. So like we also found a association between age.
Yeah.
And
even age was kind of the same though, because like the teenagers that we asked also said less, but every adult said less too. But there were some of the teenagers even said more. So, but I also feel like it depends on like how like what you've experienced in your own life, because some people like just don't really have so many issues with like people being disrespectful or not, and so it's like that could also just make a difference, I think.
Also, the people who influence you, like for instance, if you grow up with a parent who's
like
really
abusive or something,
or even just always talking about back in my day, we didn't have cell phones and we actually looked at each other in the eyes when we had a conversation. Like those type of things can also be influencing. So then that child, if their parents keep saying that to them when they're really young, keep thinking, this is rude, but I do it. So
there's Ant on the screen. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
So overall, our main consensus is that times have changed, and therefore it may be considered less polite or more polite depending on the culture that you're surrounded by.
And people are just really rude.
And that's part of your culture, exactly. See? Michaela's an example. I'm not being rude, but like...
They're targeting me, so I think it's time to wrap it up. Anyway, so yeah. Bye!
Bye.
Okay, I feel like that was really annoying.
I can't find a mouse. Okay. Justin, hello.
Hi.
Do you think people are more or less polite now or back then?
I'd say less polite nowadays.
Why?
Back then there was more of a sense of morality and sort of an expectation that you were more of a just and chivalrous person, and
what does it mean to be just and
chivalrous?
Chivalrous and
basically just doing the right thing. And
what is the right thing? What are the morals?
What is this crack seminar?
Yes.
More or less polite. I would say generally less polite.
Got it. Thank you very much.
And get out right now.
Okay.
Don't ever ask me another polite question.